may be hard for you to believe, but a long time ago, the Lehigh River routinely overflowed its banks here at Bethlehem. But in 1955, a couple of tropical storms, namely Hurricane Diane, caused incalculable damage to South Bethlehem, and especially the Bethlehem Steel plant. And it was at that point that the movers and shakers in Bethlehem, including Bethlehem Steel, decided something had to be done. And what they decided needed to be done was nothing less than an engineering miracle. Something that is almost unimaginable today. And yet it was accomplished back in 1961, 60 years ago. And we're going to check it out here on this edition of Exploring Bethlehem.
By 1960, a flood control program was conceived and construction began. The plan was grandiose, and it began with construction of a 7,800-foot-long flood wall or levee along the south bank of the river. That is around 1.5 miles in total length. Once that phase was underway, pumping stations were built at intervals above the wall. The next part of the plan was to construct more than 3,000 feet of stormwater drainage conduit beginning at Webster Street and East 4th. The conduit ranges in diameter from 72 inches to 168 inches where the conduit empties into the river. This conduit runs west below 4th Street to Adams, then north toward 3rd Street. It continues west toward Broadhead, then north to the river. When river water rose to flood level, the 4 pumps were activated. These massive pumps had capacities of 35,000 and 47,000 gallons each. River water entered intake chambers. Then the rising waters were diverted through the underground conduits west, then back into the river. This operated continually for as long as was necessary.
Well, 60 years later, the steel plant is abandoned, and I'm certain that these massive pumps are no longer operative. But it's still fascinating to imagine that this system of more than 1 mile of flood wall and underground chambers and conduits once stood by to protect the city from Mother Nature's wrath.